Hey guys, Louie here. As you know, I dabble in silver stock options, and I told you I would let you know when I was opening a new trade. I'm doing that right now. I just love the setup right now for silver. There seems to be a pretty solid floor under it, and the circumstances are such that I think it's a good time to do some speculation. This is in addition to my physical stack, but what I'm going to do here is open a three-legged transaction which should have minimal risk and tons of upside. So here's what we're going to do. This morning I purchased 1,000 shares of the SLV. Okay, there was a dip due to the Fed not lowering rates. So SLV, which trades about $1 lower than physical silver, was trading at $15.95 pre-market. I picked up 1,000 shares at $15.95, so let's call that a commitment of about $16,000. Okay, and that is now in my account. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to write some options, some call options. These are covered calls. In other words, there's no risk. These are not naked options. These are backed by the SLV. So whatever happens on the upside on these calls that I'm selling, there's no risk for me to get kind of stopped out or anything. They're backed by silver. The risk is that silver drops and drops below the premium that I'm going to obtain. So that's enough on that. Those of you that know about this and do this know what I'm talking about. If not, if you're not familiar with this, I have other videos where it's a little more straightforward. This is going to be a little more complex of a trade though. So easy enough to buy 1,000 shares of the SLV around $16. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a covered call. I'm going to sell calls. The strike price on these is also going to be $16, but I'm pushing these, I'm leaping all the way out to January 2021, which means I'm committing my 1,000 shares of silver. I'm committing the appreciation to someone else for a year and 4 months, right? So this is called a leap. So this is a covered leap, but it's a type of a call. These are currently trading for, let me do a refresh here. Hopefully I won't mess things up. Hold things up. Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting. Normally I would want to wait for the SLV to spike a little bit before I would write this call, but this is not my end goal. I'm just going to get this transaction done, so I'm covered on the downside. What we're going to be doing, oh look, it reset the options and everything. We want to get back out to January 21, 16 strike price. I'm selling to open a covered call position. We're going to limit this sale to no less than $2.08, let's say. 2.08, all or none, good for the day. And I'm going to sell 10 contracts. 10 times 100 equals 1,000 shares. Okay, this is, I'm going to preview this order and place this order at 208. I'm selling these leaps at a strike of 16, and I'm doing so getting proceeds of $2,000.69. Let's preview that. And 12. I figured that silver would get pushed down after the FOMC minutes, but then would spike back up, so that's why I entered this transaction. At 212, it will generate $2,109. I'm just going to go ahead and place this order and wait for it to fill. Let me check the underlying silver price. This SLV is back up to 1603. It's totally recovering, so I'm just going to go ahead and place this order. Alright, so that was an order to sell 2021 16 strike price SLVs, covered calls, 1,000 of them at a price of $2.12. We'll wait a second and see if that fills. Okay, I'm back, and that order has placed and filled. So as I told you, I bought the 1,000 SLVs at $15.95. That was $15,950. I had to move down my limit price a little bit on the calls that I sold, the covered calls. So I sold 10 contracts, 1,000 shares, the right to buy from me at a strike price of 16. Okay, a little bit above what I paid. All the way out to January 2021. So this is a leap that I have written. The price that I obtained on that sell is $2.06 times 1,000, a little over $2,000. Okay, now we're going to move on to the third leg of the transaction. I've committed $16,000 to this trade. I have generated $2,000 of income from the $16,000 committed. All right, and that $2,000 I'm now going to use for the third leg of the trade. So let me show you what that's going to be. Hold on one second. Okay, the third leg of the trade is to take that $2,000 of income that I just made by committing my SLVs and buy close-in options. Okay, this is a straddle, and what I'm looking at is a period right around Brexit. I don't know what Brexit will bring for sure, but silver gets really volatile right around that time. So I'm going to pick October 18th. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to pick October 18th for this call. I'm going to buy calls, but in this case, I'm going to buy the 1650 strike price. All right, I am going to go with the 1650 calls. They are 42 cents. I debated the 17s for a minute there as well, but this is kind of a close-in time period. So I think I better stay a little closer to the $16 current value. So how many of the 1650 calls can I buy? At 42 cents, I have $2,000. I can buy about 5,000 of those, I believe. Let's see what this trade looks like. Okay, I adjusted my price up to 42 cents because that is the current ask. And I'm going to do 47 contracts, which is 4,700 shares of the 16.5 strike price. And we are just going to see if we can get silver. Go ahead and preview this order. We're going to see if silver continues its run up into the 18s, which is what I am not approved for level 2 or 3 options trading. Oh, man. What did I do wrong here? All I want to do is buy some options. Must be a certain amount. Okay, hold. I got to fix my account. All right, well, I'll be back at you. But this was the intent of the trade. I got stalled out here because they won't let me do it for some reason. But what I want to buy is the strike price 1650, the October calls at a price of 42. I'll have to figure out what's wrong with this, and then I will see how to place this trade. I'll be back at you later. All right, well, I have to get a hold of my broker and authorize my account. I am authorized for covered calls, which is level 1 trading, which I don't know, that's not a big deal. But I'm not authorized for level 2, which is to buy a long call. I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me. Why can I write a covered call but I can't buy a long call? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to get my account reauthorized, but you saw what the intent was. Hopefully this waiting period here won't mess me up, but we're probably good for today. We'll see what silver does today, and if it drops back, that would be a better entry point for the options. But anyway, that's what's going on. I told you I'd keep you up to date, and that is the plan, to put $2,000 to work in the options market to capture the move from 17 up to hopefully 18.